Hello, hello. Hi, it's John. You can tell it's me because you can almost read it, John Binnie on my hoodie. By the way, you can buy these. Of course you can. You can like buy the album, the the hoodie. You can buy the meditations, and there's loads of free stuff too. So anyway, enough playing around. I wanted to is this a serious video? Not really, but I just wanted to share my gratitude for you. I found myself this morning, I'm getting ready here in my living room for a podcast, and I was reading through so I'm trying not to cry. Okay, I cry happy tears. I was reading through your YouTube comments, and including those of you who've been following me and my journey since at least 2017, maybe even earlier. And I just felt so humbled by both your comments. You were talking about me driving home in my camper van to and from Naked Revive yesterday and doing I rent a room there and do my services, including my hands-on services like clinical reflexology, foot massage, and psychic reflexology. And I was just so excited. And I you were commenting on me singing in the drive to work and just being so happy. And I found it quite shocking in many levels. Surprising is maybe a better word. Delightful, even better. I just felt so and feel so excited for this work, and it feels funny calling it work, making light of light work. And I feel so joyous and grateful about this journey. The work itself has always been enjoyable to me, whether it's music, meditation, podcasts, designing t-shirts or hoodies, um, doing any of these things, like all the things you see me do, I really love doing them, and that's why I keep doing them. And you can tell the things I really, really love because I do it like more and more and more all the time. So anyway, I found myself after a few of your comments, crying. I was just crying in happy tears. And I found myself the emotion, like the strongest emotion. I was sat here in this chair with my laptop here, and I was just crying away with such tears of joy because I realized that actually it felt a bit like my solar plexus had been a bit kind of closed up and not quite able to receive this amount of joy. And that's also why I was crying happy tears. And I never really analyzed happy tears. I mean, they're just a beautiful thing, right? But the feeling was surprising to me that I found it hard to receive so much joy and then reflect on the amount of joy I'm feeling. And I am just so grateful. You see it in me, right? You see my joy for the work and in service to you, and the joy that you bring my family and I is incredible. Like you've seen us doing we're doing house renovations and they're coming close to an end. In fact, just this morning we're able to start moving stuff back into our kitchen. We still got painting to do. There's still some woodwork to do. There's plastering to do on the outer walls, but it's all a journey, right? And to explain why, why would we be doing that when I've just started a new business? Um, Really, my first kind of trading day was the 31st of May. Um, and it's because of you. It's because your support and your bookings and your kind comments have all helped give us confidence to spend what has largely been savings and saving for a pension um, to invest that in our home because we just feel confident that as a family, this is I'm a primary wage earner. This gives us confidence that we'll keep going and we're going on the right track. Um, and it was quite funny because I said to my wife the other day, I said, you know, uh, at least now I've got lots of bookings, and you've very kindly booked me out into May, and there's still a couple of slots you'll see dotted around in March, especially early morning ones. Well, early morning US time, it's about 10 a.m. UK time. Um, though, that has shown us many things as a family. One is that there's lots of you around the world, and that's really encouraging. That there's lots of you that are interested in, people doing work like this, like me. And then secondly, for me personally and my family, it just gives us a lot of confidence that maybe even like more confidence than we've ever had in any job security, to have your bookings out for so many months. I don't think I've ever felt so secure in a job. Like, I've never been really in a job that um including in banks and, global corporate companies, that you feel safe. And safety is a huge thing, right? I feel like if you can create like a bubble, and by a bubble, I don't mean um, something that'll pop, more that I talk a lot in my meditations about golden bubbles, and they are divine. When you create this big, beautiful, protective space around you and say, these are my boundaries. And some of these boundaries for me have included, if someone's been hacking my website or been trying to, take advantage of kind of um, weaknesses in the setup that I've had, and or people that are, just too difficult for me to be able to work with, or impolite, or there's behavior challenges, then, I've put them outside of my boundary. And thankfully that's just the tiny minority. But when you create these strong boundaries, you feel safe. You feel like my body feels has never felt so safe, right? It's like when I look forward to a client session, I feel like the more the safer that I create a space around me, um, in my business, in my work, energetically and physically and practically, that the feeling of safety is cultivated, and that's so important for all of us. It's been a big theme in you and I in our recent client sessions. Um, so yeah, I also reflected on just some of these really tough times that I've had, and all, especially through the last um 12-month window. So it was just just over 12 months, probably going on 13 months, where I was actively, planning and making steps to leave my corporate job. Um, and little did I know that it's not just a job. In fact, some respects, the job itself is kind of a smaller part of the shift, like the transformation. It was also the fact that I was shifting from salaried jobs in a career I knew well, of 26 years in software engineering and artificial intelligence, and then shifting to a world where, I was working for myself for the first time, setting up a company, learning all about uh, finances, um, about marketing. Although I just, I learned a lot of that from YouTube and, sharing my albums and um, all that fun. So I mean, there's just so many jobs you do as a small business owner. Um, but it's just been so incredible. And I said in a comment on YouTube to one of you, I said that I would have loved, about a year ago, a version of me to have seen that video that I posted yesterday, or one of the videos I posted yesterday, or one of the recent videos, but in particular me driving along to in my camper van to Naked Revive to do my work there, and to see that joy, to see me singing and happy and so contented and so grateful. And this video is very much like a thank you to you. It's also a thank you to the past versions of me that have all those struggles have created this version of me. And I've never felt so clear and grounded and relaxed and comfortable and joyous and excited all at the same time. And so I'm very grateful for this journey. So thank you. And I also wanted to touch on your kind of very humbling words and support and love that you give me about like just being me. I don't edit these videos. Um, I do pride myself in making sure I've got some high quality gear that I use. But apart from that, there's no editing. And for me, whilst I love edited videos, etc., that you seem to respond well to that, and that also me just being me. So here you are, sat on the sofa right next to me, with my little plant and a coffee, and just sharing in this moment of joy. And I want to just thank you. So thank you for this. And I'm sure there'll be many thank yous on my journey, but I'll never stop being grateful for this. And I want you to know how much it means to me and my family. So thank you. And finally, I'm just thinking, is there anything I can give you an update on? Yeah, do check out the 14, no, it's not a 14-day, John. It's a 1 hour plus negative entity and energy removal. Is a quantum psychic guided meditation. So it's a 1 hour recording that is just as if I was sat down with you for an hour doing a negative entity removal. It's very powerful. I was a little bit nervous because I didn't know for sure if it was safe to do that work through a recording. So I had a good discussion with my guides and Archangel Michael about it. And they're like, yeah, like you can do it, but they guided me a lot through the session to make it safe. Because it's risky work, for everyone involved. But know that it's a very much safe practice and you can repeat it as often as you like. I just ask that you give it the space and time and energy that you deserve so that you can give yourself the proper self-care during and after that session. And you get a little survey at the end, like a 1 minute survey, so that you can give your feedback afterwards. So yeah. Um, I've got some sessions on today. I'm back in the house at least, because there's not building work happening today. So I'm getting to do some catch up on some admin and catch up with the Higher Self Foundational Training course, which just ended. And then the one prior to that has their reunion today. So excited for that. And a Dragon Light Language session later today. And I've posted some Dragon Light Language videos. I hope you enjoy those. And I will need to go now to the Mindful Leadership podcast with Natasha and Leah, who's on today. So looking forward to that. And yeah, please do check out. I'll be sharing that later today on the community page on YouTube. So thank you so much. Sending so much love from Scotland. Take care. Love you, everyone. Thank you. Bye.